Hey, it's laid like the chips, and I started off with a 9 to 5, quit my job, and started reselling, and I went from that to this, to this, to this, and yeah, I'm just trying to show y'all different ways to make income, money, and my life and what I do. What's going on, y'all? It's laid like the chips, and I'm here with another video. I wanted to talk about self-improvement and things that I did for me to improve in my life and things that I do. The first one for sure, do not listen to nobody's fears. Nobody's fears matter at all. You know why? Because their fears are not your fears. So don't let them implement their fears onto you, which will have you discouraged to do certain stuff. I should have started my YouTube channel literally about a year or 2 years ago, but I got discouraged because I kept listening to what other people were saying that don't have, not they don't have a future, but they have a different path than me. So if that's your path, that's fine. But me and how I influence people or how I influence myself, I could have brought that upon to the world way earlier. So just definitely keep that in mind. I got another one as well, which would be just doing it. Do not be afraid to start anything. Like, a lot of people talk about what they're going to do next and never get to the next step. What you need to start with after you have an idea, just start doing it. Do little things. Even the small minor things will make a big impact, because 80% of the people do not start it. That's one thing that I realized with just anything that I did, even with me cutting grass. I think I thought about it for not too long. I talked about it with like 2 different people, and then from there I said, I might as well start. I might as well start cutting grass, you know what I mean? Like, and me starting got me further than most people, because they're still thinking about, man, I could do this different. I could do that. Even with me selling clothes and me being an entrepreneur, me starting this YouTube vlog, I just started to do it. Just do it. It doesn't matter. You see where I'm at? I'm in the car doing my video. You know what I mean? Like, it don't matter where you're at. It's just how you do it. Just do it. Like Nike, do it. That's the best way I can really state it to you without, there really ain't nothing else to say for that one. All right, the next one I would say, strategize better. Like, when you put things and put your ducks in a row and you pre-plan things and you manifest things and you write things down, they come out way better, honestly. Like, before I did like my first event, as in like for me, and I had a couple vendors, I pre-planned. I wrote everything out. I put in my notes. I stated what type of packages I was going to have. I stated how many people I could get to fill the place. I stated how much it would be, when I would have to pay it, the deadline. But I wrote it out. I strategically did it. It makes you more comfortable once you start to go through the process, instead of you feeling like a chicken with his head cut off because you don't got nothing written down, or you're not real informative of what's the next steps. You might have 3 big steps, but break down those big steps into little steps for you to get to that big step. Like, really think about that, like, honestly, because anything that I do, even when it comes to, let's say if I got a list clothes, I got to make sure that I put down how many clothes that I'm going to do, the measurements, where I'm actually, what platform I'm going to use that I'm going to list my items. You have to put everything into perspective. Like, you can do this for life goals too. What's the next job that you want to do? How do you want to improve? How do you want to make more money? Just keep that in mind. Honestly, keep this in mind, folks. All right, rolling into my next one. Moving at your own pace. When I mean moving at your own pace, like, people would try to fast forward your progress, or you trying to improve. If that's not the pace that you're trying to move, just worry about what you want to work on. Yeah, because your own pace, it makes things way easier for you. You don't feel like you're rushing. You don't feel like you're going with somebody else's plans. Like, if you're supposed to be a part of that plan, trust me, it'll all fall into place. But don't ever feel like you're being rushed into doing something that you do not want to do. It's like a dead-end job. You go in there, you don't want to go there and deal with it because you're not getting paid enough. They're working you hard, and this is not the path that you thought that you were going to deal with in life. So move at your own pace. That is what's going to help you the best, because when you try to move on somebody else's time and somebody else's time frame, or they want certain stuff done at a certain time, and that's not ideally what you're trying to do, you just might need to let them know, like, hey, that's not what I'm trying to do, I'm doing this. Or you can state anything, but just know to move at your own pace, folks. This is the last one. Understanding that you do not need to do the same thing as everybody else. It's kind of like the pace one, but it's not. And the reason why I state this is because somebody could be like, well, I'm doing this, and I think we should all do this. That's their opinion. That's not what initially can happen. You have your own brain, you have your own mind, you have your own stuff going on. Like, some people told me, multiple people told me, yeah, you should get a job. You should get this type of job. You should get some type of income. I do have my own income. I'm an entrepreneur. I sell clothes. Like, I cut grass. Like, I don't need a job. And matter of fact, I don't need somebody over my back dealing with me, pressing me for no reason because they think that they're superior or think that they're higher than you. That's one reason why I do not have a job, honestly. Because people think that they have control of you because you're here to get paid. No, we're all here to get paid. We're all here to clock in our hours. So don't think that because they're all doing it, that you gotta do it. There's no reason for you to feel that way. Feel comfortable in whatever you like to do or you love to do. Because in the long run, your mental health is the most important thing in this world. Your mental health. Honestly, because you want to be out here running yourself up the wall trying to do everything that everybody else is doing. So that's basically my self-improvement that came from me and things that I work on a daily basis, that I improve on a daily basis, and hopefully that this is beneficial for anybody that sees this video. Sorry about that. For anybody that sees this video, if you do like videos like this, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. It's right down below, and give it a like as well. And if you do like anything about this video, please leave a comment, man. But I'll see y'all in a minute, and y'all have a wonderful one.